She said it was just a toy. But last night I wasn't home. I remember the smell of coffee before I remember the words. Dark roast, strong, swirling in the air between us. Jen sits opposite me on the sofa, legs folded beneath her, her hair still, damp from the shower. Sunlight pours through the blinds in stripes, painting her skin in warm gold. For a moment, it feels like any other Saturday morning. Then Lisa opens her mouth. "I heard you two going at it last night," she says, with that little laugh of hers, half mischief, half innocence. "Sounded like you were really giving her a good time." The world stops moving. My coffee freezes halfway to my lips. Jen's cup rattles against the saucer, just enough for me to notice. Her cheeks flush, rosy, then crimson, and her gaze flicks down away from mine. She doesn't laugh. She doesn't say a word, so I do. I force a chuckle that feels like sandpaper in my throat. "Well, glad we could provide some entertainment." Lisa grins, oblivious, and takes another sip of coffee. "Walls are thin in these houses, you know." She leans in conspiratorially, lowering her voice like it's the sweetest secret. "Honestly, I thought the whole block was about to applaud." Jen gives the faintest smile, thin, brittle, nothing like the way she usually smiles. And she still won't look at me, and that's when it hits me. I wasn't here last night. I was under the fluorescent lights of the night shift, half asleep at a desk that smelled of burnt coffee and printer ink, wishing I could come home to her, wishing for the warmth of this very room, wishing for what Lisa just described. But I wasn't here. The silence after Lisa's words feels heavier than the walls around us. My mind claws for an answer, a joke, something that makes sense. Jen tucks a strand of damp hair behind her ear, and her hand trembles. Just a fraction, but I see it. God, I see it. Lisa keeps talking, blissfully unaware of the bomb she's just dropped in my living room. "Anyway, just thought I'd mention it. Makes me feel better about my own love life, you know." She laughs again. Too loud, too sharp for the quiet that's fallen over me and Jen. I smile. Or I think I do. It feels like my face might crack. "Right," I say, because what else can I say? And when Lisa finally leaves, after what feels like hours but is maybe 5 minutes, I close the door, lean against it, and let the silence swallow me whole. Jen's standing by the window now, arms folded tight like she's holding herself together. I take a breath. It doesn't feel like enough. "What was that about?" She doesn't turn around. "What do you mean?" "You know what I mean." My voice is calm. Too calm. The kind of calm that scares even me. "Lisa, the noise. Last night." There's a pause, long enough for me to count the beats of my heart. Then she says too lightly, "Oh, that. I was just using a toy or something." Maybe that's what she heard. Something in me snaps, but quietly, like glass, underfoot. I step closer, close enough to see her reflection in the window. Her eyes dart everywhere but me, Jen. Just her name. Just that. But it's enough. She flinches, and in that instant, I know. I don't have the details yet, but I know. Her voice drops to a whisper. "I'm sorry." And just like that, the room tilts. The smell of coffee turns sour. The sunlight feels cold. And the life I thought I was living, the love I thought I had, slips through my fingers like water. Night settles like a weight on the house. Heavy. Suffocating. The hum of the fridge in the kitchen feels louder than usual. Every sound does, the tick of the clock, the soft creak of the floorboards when I shift my weight. It's all amplified, against the silence between us. Jen's in the bedroom. I can hear the faint rustle of sheets as she moves, maybe pretending to sleep, maybe praying I won't come in. I sit on the couch, staring at nothing, the mug from earlier still on the table. In front of me, coffee gone cold, my thoughts colder. It's strange. The way everything looks the same, even after the truth changes everything. Same gray sofa, same worn-out rug, same framed photo of us at the lake, smiling like the world was ours. But now, it feels like I'm looking at a picture of strangers. I pick up my phone, unlock it, lock it again. I don't even know what I'm looking for. A reason? A name? Something to make sense of the noise inside my head. When I finally walk into the bedroom, Jen's lying on her side, back to me. Her breathing slow and even. She's either asleep or doing a damn good job pretending. I watch her for a long moment, the curve of her shoulder, the way her hair spills across the pillow. God, I used to love that sight. Now I just wonder who else has seen it. I slide under the sheets without a word. The mattress dips. Her body tenses, barely, but I feel it. I turn to face the ceiling, listening to the rain that started tapping against the window. A storm rolling in. How fitting. I close my eyes, but sleep doesn't come. Only questions. How long? Who? Why wasn't I enough? Morning comes gray and quiet. Jen's already up when I walk into the kitchen, dressed for work. Hair pulled back. She looks normal. Too normal. Like last night didn't happen. Morning, she says, without meeting my eyes. Morning. The word tastes bitter. We move around each other like strangers sharing a kitchen. She grabs a travel mug, pours coffee, adds sugar the way she always does. 2 spoons, never 3. Little details I know by heart. Little details that used to mean something. She's halfway to the door when I say, "Jen." She stops. Turns just slightly. I need the truth. My voice is low, steady, but there's an edge I can't hide. Not excuses, not stories about toys. The truth. Her eyes flicker, but only for a second. Then she sighs. I have to go. I'll be late. And just like that, she's gone. The door clicks shut behind her, and I'm left standing there, heart pounding, fists clenched. By the time evening rolls around, the storm outside has broken. Rain lashes against the windows, wind howling through the gaps in the old frames. I'm on the couch again, staring at the glow of the TV without hearing a word. Then there's a knock at the door. Lisa, of course, standing there with her umbrella dripping and that same wide grin. "Hey, neighbor. Power's out on my side. Mind if I hang here for a bit?" Before I can answer, she steps inside, shaking off the rain. Her eyes flick around, curious, always a little too observant. "Where's Jen?" "Work," I say. My voice sounds hollow. Lisa drops onto the couch beside me like we've been friends forever. "Lucky girl, having a guy like you. If I had someone who looked at me the way you look at her, I'd never—" She stops herself, bites her lip. Like she's said too much. Something twists in my gut. "Never what?" "Nothing." She smiles again, but it doesn't reach her eyes. I don't push. Not yet. But I file it away, another piece in the puzzle I never wanted to solve. We sit there, listening to the storm, and all I can think about is Jen. Where she is. Who she's with. If he makes her laugh the way I used to. If he makes her feel more alive than I ever did. When Lisa finally leaves, the house feels emptier than ever. I walk into the bedroom. Her scent lingers in the air. Vanilla and something. Floral. It hits me like a punch to the chest. I reach for her pillow, press my face into it like some desperate fool, and that's when I notice it. The faintest trace of cologne that isn't mine. Not strong. Just enough to tell me I'm not imagining this. I sit there on the edge of the bed, fingers gripping the sheets, heart hammering against my ribs. The storm outside rages on, but it's nothing compared to the one inside me. I don't turn on the lights. The house is wrapped in shadows, and I let it stay that way. The only glow comes from the street lamp outside, slicing through the blinds in pale silver stripes. I sit on the couch, elbows on my knees, hands clasped, so tight my knuckles ache. And I wait. Rain drums against the windows, steady and relentless, like it's keeping time with my heartbeat. Then I hear it. The soft click of the lock, the creak of the front door. Jen steps inside, shaking water from her hair. Her coat clings to her like a second skin, soaked through from the storm. She freezes when she sees me. "You're still up," she says. Her voice is small, careful. I don't answer right away, just look at her. The way the rain has turned her hair into dark ribbons against her cheeks. The way her chest rises and falls like she's been running. "Where were you?" My voice is quiet, almost too quiet. She blinks. "I told you. Work ran late." I nod slowly. Then I gesture toward the clock on the wall. "Work keeps you out until midnight now." Her jaw tightens, but she doesn't speak. I rise from the couch, and for a second, neither of us moves. It feels like the air itself has thickened, like every breath is something we have to fight for. I step closer. She doesn't back away, but she doesn't meet my eyes either. Drops of rain slide from her hair to her jaw, then down the curve of her neck. I have to force myself not to reach up and wipe them away. Jen. Just her name. Soft. Heavy. Look at me. She lifts her gaze, and what I see there knocks the breath out of me. Guilt, fear, and something else, something raw and unspoken that twists in my chest. How long? The words taste like iron on my tongue. Her lips part, close, for a moment. I think she might lie again. Then her shoulders sag, and it's like watching a wall crumble brick by brick. "A while," she whispers. My throat burns. How long is a while? "Months," she says. Her voice cracks on the word, and I hate how it still hurts me to hear. Her sound broken. I take a step back because if I don't trust myself. Anger floods my veins, hot and blinding, but beneath it, God help me, there's something else. This ache I can't shake, this need to understand why. Why? "Jen?" I hear the tremor in my own voice. "Was it me? Was I not enough?" No. She moves toward me now, her hands trembling at her sides. "It wasn't that. You've always been everything." "Then why?" My voice rises, sharp as shattered glass. "Why would you do this if I was everything?" Tears fill her, eyes spill over. "I don't know." She presses a hand to her mouth like she can't hold it in anymore. "I was lonely. You were working nights, and I made a mistake. A terrible mistake." I laugh, but it's hollow, ugly. A mistake that lasted months. Her face twists like I've hit her, and maybe I have, just not with my hands. For a moment, neither of us speaks. The rain beats harder against the windows, wind rattling the panes like the house itself wants to come apart. Then she whispers, "I never stopped loving you." And just like that, I can't breathe. Because the worst part is, I believe her. I don't even realize I'm moving until I'm standing right in front of her. Her eyes search mine, desperate, pleading. She reaches for me, fingers brushing the back of my hand. That single touch sets something off inside me, like a spark catching dry wood. Her skin is cold from the rain, but her touch burns. I should pull away. I should turn my back and walk out that door. Instead, I let her hand linger, let her step closer until I can feel the heat of her body through the soaked fabric of her coat. "Don't," I say, but it comes out a whisper. Weak. She looks up at me, tears shimmering in her lashes. "I'm sorry," she breathes. "I'm so sorry." And then, God help me, I lower my forehead to hers, just that. No kiss, no words, just the soft press of skin against skin, and it feels like coming home and falling apart all at once. Her breath mingles with mine. Her fingers curl against my wrist. My heart slams against my ribs like it's trying to break free. 1 inch closer, and I'd taste her lips. 1 inch, and there's no going back. But then, a sound shatters the moment. Her phone, buzzing in her pocket. We both freeze. Her eyes go wide, and that's all it takes. I pull away like I've been burned. She fumbles for the phone, but I'm faster. I snatch it from her hand and glance at the screen. One name, one word. Enough to make the ground tilt beneath me. Him. The name glows on the screen like a knife-catching light. 3 letters. Simple. Ordinary. But they gut me. Her breath hitches as I hold the phone between us, the buzz still trembling in my hand. The storm outside howls like it knows what's coming. Who is he? My voice is low, steady, but every syllable feels like it's tearing me apart. Jen doesn't answer. Her lips tremble. She reaches for the phone, but I pull it back. Who is he? Finally, she whispers. His name is Mark. Mark. I roll the name over in my mind like a shard of glass. It tastes like blood. How long? Her silence is the only answer I need. I laugh, sharp, bitter. Right. Months, you said. I drop onto the couch, phone still in my hand, because if I keep standing, I'm afraid I'll break something. Maybe her. Maybe me. She stands there, dripping rainwater onto the floor, eyes shining with tears that look too much like regret. It wasn't supposed to happen like this, she says, voice cracking. Like what? I snap, the sound ricocheting off the walls. Like you falling into his bed while I was out breaking my back for us? I didn't fall into his bed, she whispers, and that, God, that sends fire through my veins. Then what? I'm on my feet again, closing the distance between us until there's barely an inch left. What did you do, Jen? Tell me. Every detail. Since you like honesty so much now. She flinches. Tears spill. Please, she whispers. Don't make me say it. I let out a broken laugh. You already said it. Without words. Lisa said it for you. The walls said it. The whole damn neighborhood probably knows before I did. Her hands shake as she grips the edges of her coat. She looks so small now, like if I breathe too hard, she'll blow away. And for a moment, just a moment, I hate myself for still loving her. Was it worth it? My voice softens, and somehow that's worse than the yelling. Was he worth it? She steps closer and I don't move. No, she says, her voice trembling like the glass in the windows from the wind. He wasn't you. Something inside me cracks open. My chest feels raw, like I've been scraped hollow, and then she touches me. Just her fingertips against my wrist, the lightest brush, but it sets off every nerve in my body like a live wire. I should pull away. God knows I should, but I don't. Instead, I let her slide her hand up my arm, slow, hesitant, like she's afraid I'll shatter. And maybe I already have. Don't, I whisper, but there's no conviction in it. My voice sounds like surrender. She steps into me, close enough that I can feel the heat radiating from her through the soaked fabric of her clothes. Her scent, vanilla, rain, and something that's just her, wraps around me, and I hate that it still feels like home. I'm sorry, she breathes, and the words tremble against my chest. I don't want him. I want you. My heart slams against my ribs. I grip her arms hard enough to make her gasp, not to hurt, but to hold on to something real in this storm. My forehead drops to hers, and for a moment, we just stay there, breathing, breaking. Her lips part. Mine hover a breath away. One move and everything changes. One move and there's no coming back. Tell me, I whisper against her mouth. Tell me why I should believe you. Because... Her voice catches. She closes her eyes like the words cost her everything. because I love you. And then I kiss her. It's not gentle. It's not tender. It's raw, desperate, almost violent in the way it crashes out of both of us like a dam breaking. She tastes like rain and salt and something I've been starving for without knowing it. Her hands tangle in my hair. Mine grip her waist, pulling her closer like I can erase everything between us if I just hold tight enough. The storm outside rages, wind howling, rain hammering, but I don't hear any of it. There's only her breath, her skin, her pulse pounding against mine. We stumble backward, hitting the wall with a thud. Her coat slides off, hitting the floor in a wet heap. My hands frame her face, thumbs brushing tears or maybe rain from her cheeks, and then I stop. Just like that. Like slamming the brakes on a runaway train, because this isn't forgiveness. This isn't love. This is pain dressed up as passion, and it'll destroy us both. I pull back, chest heaving, my hands still on her face. Her eyes search mine, wide, pleading. "Don't stop," she whispers, but I do. I have to. I step back like the space between us is the only thing keeping me alive. She wraps her arms around herself, shivering, looking smaller than I've ever seen her. The silence between us is louder than any storm. Finally, I say, "You need to decide, Jen, him or me. No more lies." Her tears fall fast now, splashing against the hardwood. "There's no choice," she whispers. "It's always been you. I want to believe her. God, I do. But all I can think is, words are easy. Actions aren't. The storm outside eases, but inside me, it's only just begun." The storm is gone by morning. The streets outside glisten with silver puddles, and the sky stretches pale and clear like nothing ever happened. But inside this house, the air still feels heavy, thick with everything we didn't say. I barely slept. Every time I closed my eyes, I felt her mouth on mine, tasted the salt of her tears, heard the crack in her voice when she said she loved me. And then I saw his name, glowing on her phone like a scar I can't stop touching. Jen's in the kitchen when I finally walk in. Her hair's pulled back, damp from the shower. She's wearing one of my old shirts, the one she always stole, because she said it felt like home. For a moment, I almost forget. Almost. She turns when she hears me. Her eyes are red-rimmed like mine probably are. She opens her mouth, closes it again, like the words she wants to say might break her. I don't. Make it easy for her. "Did you call him?" My voice is flat, but my heart pounds like a drum. Her breath catches. She shakes her head. "No." "You're sure?" "Yes." Her voice is small. "I told him last night it was over." I study her face. The way her jaw trembles. The way her hands grip the counter like she needs the world to hold still. "And what did he say?" She looks down. "He didn't fight me. I think maybe he knew it was coming." A bitter laugh escapes me before I can stop it. "Of course he knew. He was never the one who loved you." She flinches like the words cut deep, and for a second, I almost want to take them back. But I don't. I walk to the window, stare out at the wet street shimmering under the early light. Kids' bikes tipped over on lawns. A neighbor walking her dog. Everything looks normal, ordinary, like life goes on even when yours is falling apart. "Say it again," I murmur. Jen blinks. "What?" "Say you love me." She swallows hard, and when she speaks, her voice is barely a whisper. "I love you." It should feel like enough. God, it should, but it doesn't. Because love isn't supposed to leave you wondering whose skin still lingers on the sheets you share. I turn to face her. Her eyes lock on mine, wide, pleading, and I see it. The truth of her. The woman I loved. The woman who broke me. The woman who still has my heart even when I wish she didn't. "Jen." My voice cracks. and for a moment everything inside me caves. I don't know if I can come back from this. She takes a step toward me, then another, until she's right there, close enough that I can feel the warmth of her. Her hand reaches up, trembling, and brushes my jaw like a prayer. "I'll spend the rest of my life making it right," she whispers, "if you let me." For a moment, God help me, I want to believe her. I want to take her in my arms, kiss her until the world disappears. Pretend none of this ever happened. But pretending got us here. I catch her wrist gently, pull her hand from my face, and hold it between us. Her fingers curl around mine like they don't want to let go. "You made your choice once," I say softly. "Now I have to make mine." Her lips part. "And what is that?" "The hardest thing I've ever done." I let her hand fall. "I love you, Jen," I say, "and it's the truest thing I've ever spoken. But I can't live like this, wondering, doubting, breaking a little more every time you smile, and I wonder who else has seen it." Her tears come fast now, hot and silent. She shakes her head like she can stop this with sheer will. "Please," she breathes. "Don't do this. Don't walk away." I step closer, press a kiss to her forehead, soft, lingering, like goodbye should be. She clings to my shirt, sobbing into my chest, and I hold her because I can't not hold her. For a long time, we stay like that. Two people who love each other and still lost anyway. When I finally pull back, she lets me. Her arms fall to her sides like the fight has drained out of her. "I'm sorry," I whisper, and then I walk away, out the door, into the cool morning air that smells of rain and endings. I don't look back, not even when I hear her voice break, behind me. Later, as I load the last box into the car, I see Lisa standing in her doorway, sipping coffee like nothing ever happened. She waves, casual, like the woman who blew my life apart with a single sentence hasn't got a clue what she started. Funny thing is, I don't blame her anymore. Truth always finds a way out, sometimes in whispers, sometimes in storms. As I drive away, the sun breaks through the clouds, warm and blinding, and for the first time in months, I feel something close to peace, because love isn't always enough. But honesty? That's everything. And maybe someday, when the rain comes again, I'll remember that truth and think of her, not with anger, not with longing, but with the quiet ache of what could have been.